Good morning, everyone. My name is Brian Mack. I am the Director of the Alternative Dispute Resolution Unit here at DLI. Welcome to the second session of our noon campus training refresher slash coaching series. We're focusing today on accessing cases and claims. This is a valuable function that you guys can all use, whether you're in a current dispute or you're not. We're glad that you're here. If you're an attorney, legal staff, a claim adjuster, a QRC, a representative from employer, a medical provider, or of course, a person with a work injury. If you use Campus at all, this information should be valuable for you. We've developed this series for busy people, and so we have limited topics for each session and a short duration to effectively address the things in Campus that are essential in that topic. And we will have you out of here at 12:30 as planned. I'm happy to introduce our hosts for this session, two of our top Campus technical experts, very experienced in coaching users and troubleshooting, Aaron Fredrickson and Nancy Walrick. Aaron and Nancy, as many of you know, are arbitrators and mediators here in the ADR unit. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Aaron and Nancy, and perhaps Nancy, you could chat briefly about how we're going to handle the chat and the questions today.
Thanks, Brian. Yes, for starters, just to repeat for those who didn't get the message, if you are having any audio problems, please click on the top of the top bar where it says more, and please go to device settings and check and make sure that A, your volume is turned up, and B, that you have the correct connection to the Teams call. Next, we're going to hold all questions today until the very end. We're going to have 5 minutes at the end of the presentation. So please type your questions into the chat feature, and then we will address them at the end of the program. In addition, what we will do is provide answers to all the questions that people ask. We may not get to all of the questions here during the presentation, but we will address all of the questions via a written document after the program. Thanks.
All righty. Well, Nancy, thank you very much for being a part of the program today. Brian, thank you very much for hosting this particular event. My name is Aaron Fredrickson. I'm a mediator arbitrator with the department. Just running through the agenda today, we're going to cover accessing cases or claims. On Wednesday, December 7th, we're going to talk about initiating a dispute and filing a response. And then that's going to be followed by December 21st, notices of potential intervention and filing motions to intervene. Hopefully soon we'll have kind of an agenda or list of topics that we're going to be covering in the new year. So just got to admit, just a couple more people here. There's a couple late joiners. And I'm assuming you can see my campus screen. Give me the thumbs up.
We see it, Aaron. Thanks.
Cool. All righty. And I made my cursor a little big. So what we're going to go ahead today, we're going to talk about primary functions for attorneys and also functions that claim handlers would be using to access a case or a claim. Again, what we covered the last session 2 weeks ago, I'm at my dashboard. If at any point I want to get back to my dashboard, I go to the upper left-hand corner and click on the campus icon. A lot of the times you are going to be operating or accessing a case or a claim by using the Submit a Filing drop-down button, which is at the top. As we've already talked about earlier in an earlier presentation, is that we have a lot of different functions, but what I'm going to do today is just focus on this top one, accessing a case or a claim. When we're talking about a case that's also known as a dispute in Campus, it starts with, I guess, the prefix DS, dog station. A claim is a date of injury for a specific employee, which has the prefix of CL, Charlie Lima. And that is a claim in Campus represents a specific date of injury for a specific employee. So let's see, I just got a couple more people I got to join. Okay, they already joined. And once we click on that function, it's going to go ahead and it's going to bring us to this dialog box that says access a case or a claim. What I might be doing is, in this particular instance, is let's say that I am a claim handler. In preparing for this presentation, I was talking to Brian Mack, who has extensive claim handler and claim management experience. And having been an attorney myself, a claim handler is going to send out a bunch of authorizations to have the injured employee sign. One of those authorizations, more likely than not, is going to be an authorization to access workers' compensation records at the Department of Labor and Industry. So, for example, if you are a claim handler, I guess even a defense counsel, or if you're an attorney that represents an injured employee, you're going to have that authorization. And we're going to perform a function. We're going to use submit an authorization. So again, just to be clear, this is if I have an authorization to access something. How are we doing for questions, Nancy?
We do not have any questions at this time.
Okay, so I got my signed authorization. I scanned it into my computer. I'm going to submit an authorization. It gives us a number of different options, and I'm going to bump up the resolution on my screen just a little bit. Does that make it look a little more clearer, hopefully?
Yeah, I think that's better, Aaron. Thanks.
All righty. Section 1 asks us which of the following applies to you. We have a number of different options here. The one that applies most to what a claim handler or an attorney would be is I am someone with a signed authorization to access a claim. Going to click on that. Section 2, who is the qualified individual authorizing your request? There's two options. I have written authorization, consent from an employee or an authorized individual, or I am authorized to sign my own request. I think option 2 would probably be a situation where you are the injured employee. So you're a claim handler in my example, and I'm going to click on the top option, clicking next. And then what I am going to do here is this is going to bring me to the claim access screen. And this is going to be where I have three particular options. For this example, I happen to have the WID of an injured employee. Whoop. Let's get this right here. And then I have date of injury for the injured employee. One of those unfortunate New Year's Eve or New Year's Day accidents. The claim authorization screen. I need to go ahead and attach the authorization that I have. So I'm going to upload the document. I have a test document, and you can see that it's attached here. Document type. And this would be other supporting document. I might even just want to edit the description. I'm going to go ahead and upload that document. I can see that document attached right here. The signing individual that authorized me to do this is going to be the injured employee. There might be another supporting document. I'm going to go ahead and grab my attorney ID number here. Just 1 second. Sign my name exactly how it is in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and submit the form. This is an important dialog box here because it tells me that my authorization has been successfully submitted. It's going to give me a confirmation number, and it's also going to give me a document number. I know that this is a document because it starts with the prefix DO. If I want to see that document, I can hover over this and do a right click. It's going to open up a new tab. And here's my authorization right here that the web form has created for me. Also, my attachment document, this is my test document in the lower part of the section. And obviously, if I wanted to see that, I could click download. If I want to print this document, print on the printer icon. How are we doing for questions, Nancy?
We are getting questions, which we will address at 12:25.
All righty. So I want to go back to my dashboard. I click in the upper left-hand corner. Another way that you can gain access to a case or a claim, this might be an instance where an attorney represents an injured party, or they represent the employer and insurer. I'm going to go to submit a filing, access a case or a claim. This is where, so in this instance, I'm an attorney. If I'm representing the injured party, I would have a notice of appearance. If I am the attorney for the employer and insurer, I'd have a notice of representation. So I'm going to simply click File a Notice of Appearance or Representation. And this is going to bring me to, I can locate a claim, or I can locate a claim shell. And in Campus, a claim shell is kind of like a pre-claim. I think that's how we've been describing it. It's an instance where a first report of injury has not been filed to create that claim. So I'm going to create this pre-claim, or what we call a claim shell. So in this particular instance, I'm going to go ahead and locate a claim. And then for this particular injured employee, I'm going to use their WID. I know the WID, and I know the attorney ID. So this is going to bring me to the representation of a claim or a case under a claim. Again, a claim is a date of injury for a specific employee. A case would be an individual dispute. So like a rehab request has been filed, or a request for assistance medical has been filed, a request for assistance rehab has been filed. I want to get access as the attorney to the claim, so that specific date of injury. In this case, I represent the injured employee, so I'm going to click the tick box for the employee. I need to click the tick box for the party, the name of the employee. In this case, I'm representing myself, or well, I'm posing as Jim Jones right now. So Jim is going to represent me. Jim is going to upload his retainer agreement or the notice of rep. So again, I'm going to click on this. A dialog box comes up. I have the test document, which would be the retainer agreement. I'm just going to add a quick description in there. Click upload. I can see that the document has uploaded right here. I have a couple disclaimers that I need to check. That I'm the attorney filing the retainer agreement. It's going to pre-populate my address. I need to get my attorney ID. Like many attorneys don't know their attorney ID number. There's nothing wrong with that. Click the next. Now I'm going to serve the parties. So I want to serve my client. I'm going to serve the employer. I'm going to serve the insurance company. One of the important things to remember, about this is anytime it says that the method of service is electronic, campus will automatically serve these parties. Anytime it says service by mail, I need to go in afterward, print up my documents and drop those in the mail. But there's obviously a huge savings as far as the amount of documents that I need to mail via campus. I have a declaration. I'm going to sign my name. Click on the tick box that says that I understand, and I'm going to submit the form. Working at home today, out of the home office. My internet's been slightly finicky. It might take just a minute or two here, hopefully not too long. But there, I've gone ahead and I have submitted my notice of representation. Any questions that we have, Nancy?
We do. We've got a couple more minutes of presentation time unless you want to hit to questions right now.
Okay. My document loaded. I just want to hit on this briefly. So I've successfully submitted my document, probably just my home internet. I apologize. Associated ID. It starts with the prefix CL. So this is the campus claim number, which represents the date of injury for the specific employee. It can also view my document. I'm just going to quick hit on this, the claims details page. So this is the date of injury for the specific employee. I know the name of the employee. I have all of the claim information that we can see. The name of the employee, you can see that Jim Jones, I've now listed as a user for this injured employee. We have a tab with contact information for the employer and the insurer. Probably tabs that people will use the most is the documents tab, where I can see various, it looks like I've filed there must have been just a slight little bug because of my internet, but I have the documents here. And then I have the tab also with the document that I can print up. I have a couple people that I need to send it to based upon the affidavit of service. And then down at the bottom, I have my attachment. So accessing a case or a claim, I now have access to the claim. I'm going to go ahead and next week, I will initiate a dispute off of this particular claim. So again, just kind of a quick topic that we wanted to cover. Brian, was there anything else that you wanted me to demonstrate on this? I hope that I covered everything that we had talked about.
No, that looks good, Aaron. In this short session we're doing today, before we start, if you don't have any other agenda items, Nancy, I'm sure, is ready to send you some questions, and I'll stop the recording at this point before you guys are ready to do that.